15 years since Gloria's redemption, Oliver, who had been abroad for 2 years with no news, suddenly showed up with a wedding invitation for himself and Wendy. His eyes were red as he handed the invite to Gloria and spoke softly. "Gloria, you once said that if you couldn't be the one to marry me and make me happy, you'd personally hand me over to a woman who could. Does that still stand? I'm getting married to Wendy, and you'll come to the wedding, right?" Coincidentally, his wedding is tomorrow, the same day as mine and Gloria's. Seeing Gloria's eyes well up, I knew my wedding was about to be ruined, because she, the deeply affectionate second lead, would never refuse any request from the main character. My name's Eric, and I didn't originally belong in this world. I was chosen by the system to be dropped into this world for a mission, and my target is Gloria. She was the second female lead, chosen by countless readers as the most unresolved character. She's beautiful, gentle, talented, and wealthy, devoted and deeply in love with Oliver, the main character. In the years Oliver and the main lead, Wendy, kept breaking up and making up, she always stood behind Oliver, where he could see her if he turned around. Whenever Oliver was hurt and needed comfort, tired and needed rest, or scared and needed shelter, she'd always smile gently and open her arms, whispering, "I'm right here." In the end, Oliver and Wendy ended up together. After giving all she had to Oliver, Gloria chose a secluded life. If she had stayed away from the world, living a peaceful and quiet life, readers wouldn't feel so unresolved. But the plot wouldn't let her fade away just like that. 6 months after Oliver's wedding, after another argument with Wendy, he left and went to find Gloria for comfort. That day, there was a massive earthquake. Gloria shielded Oliver with her back, giving him a safe space for an entire day and night until the rescue team arrived. Though she could have left first, she insisted the team rescue Oliver first. Just after Oliver was taken out, there was an aftershock. Her body, along with the wreckage of the house, disappeared into the earth's cracks. At that point, Gloria finally fulfilled her role and completed the mission as the second female lead. Her love for Oliver was grand and pure. No turning evil, no jealousy, no possessiveness, not a hint of filth, just sincere admiration and pure care. This character was a shining light, which is why so many readers felt heartache for her. I was one of those readers. So when I found out the system would let me change Gloria's original fate, I was thrilled. I spent 15 years successfully avoiding all pivotal moments in her life, including her original death. Now, as long as there's no surprise, the rest of her life will be safe and happy. Just yesterday, the system told me my mission progress was already 99% complete and could be accomplished any moment. Because the current world had detached itself from the original plot, Gloria wouldn't repeat her past tragedy. If only Oliver hadn't shown up. Without plot control, Oliver and Wendy were the real-life version of a dashing young master and his independent female CEO. Chasing after each other, breaking up and getting back together, tangled in a saga. They went from a passionate and abusive drama to a cornerstone setting of a love pursuit, then headed to a soap opera family love story. Their lives were far more dramatic than the original plot, just delayed their wedding a bit. Maybe I, like a butterfly, changed the course of things by flapping its wings. This world's characters are less driven by the plot, and some catalysts might have gone missing. With my interference, Gloria's interactions with them have decreased, especially after he left with Wendy 2 years ago. They've cut all ties. I thought that if they met again, they'd only be nodding acquaintances. But from the moment Oliver appeared, Gloria's gaze told me she was still the deeply affectionate second lead who loves him. I immediately asked the system, will the main character's return affect my mission progress? The system assured me it wouldn't. I relaxed, though a bit bewildered. If the main character can't impact Gloria's future, I have nothing to worry about. Even if she continues to love Oliver, it won't affect my mission. Thinking this way, I calmed down. Watching the two of them together, almost in their own world, I convinced myself. My mission is to ensure she lives well, in line with the wishes of countless readers. How she chooses to live is her business. If seeing Oliver and being near him is what makes her happy, then that's her choice. I watched Gloria's trembling hands take the invitation. She looked at Oliver for a long time. The longing that had frozen overdue to the passage of time quickly thawed, and intense emotions poured from her usually calm eyes. I had to admit, no matter how much time passed, Oliver was always the one who could stir her emotions. As her legitimate fiancé, seeing her so upset over another man, I should have been sad, angry, disappointed, or jealous. But I wasn't. First, I didn't have the right, and second, I had grown accustomed to how differently Gloria treated Oliver. I was quite calm and even began considering whom to inform first about the last-minute wedding cancellation. The first notification needed to be sincere with a proper apology. After all, quite a few guests from afar had already arrived. Explaining it to Gloria's parents would be tricky too. They were currently busy setting up our marital home. As I mulled over this, Gloria suddenly gave me a push. I stumbled and gathered myself. Once steady again, I asked her, "What's up?" When facing me, she had already calmed her emotions, no longer the restrained excitement from before, now coldly composed. "Oliver's speaking to you." "Oh," I replied quickly, adjusting my expression before smiling at Oliver. "What did you say?" Oliver hunched his shoulders, looking intimidated, and lowered his head, softly apologizing. "I'm sorry for asking something so outrageous. Even if you don't agree, I cut him off, who said I didn't agree. "I do." He looked shocked. "You mean?" Maintaining a perfect smile, I glanced at Gloria beside me. She observed me, seemingly worried I'd refuse, with a hint of tension in her gaze. So I gave her a reassuring smile. "Don't worry, darling. I won't cause a scene, nor will I trouble Mr. Sincere. You go to their wedding. I'll handle notifying everyone about the cancellation of ours." She clearly didn't expect me to be so understanding. For a moment, she looked stunned. Then she seemed relieved. "So what about our wedding?" I reassured her, saying, "No rush, we can talk about it later." She finally seemed at ease and quickly said to Oliver, "I'll be there on time tomorrow." Oliver smiled happily, but after catching my gaze, he quickly composed himself and went back to looking meek. Oliver's behavior amused and intrigued me. "Hey Oliver, I've been wanting to ask, why do you act like a mouse seeing a cat whenever you're around me? We've known each other for 15 years. Apart from that time I scolded you in high school, did I ever do anything else to you? I yelled at you because it was your own fault, right?" Oliver bit his lip, looking like he was about to cry, and glanced helplessly at Gloria. Gloria frowned and positioned herself in front of him. "Eric, you..." I sighed and raised my hands in surrender. Okay, I get it. I won't ask anymore. You guys can talk. I'll go handle canceling the wedding." I didn't need to think twice to know she'd tell me to back off and apologize to Oliver. It's happened many times over the past 15 years, whether I was wrong or not. I headed to the study, leaving the living room to them. It took me 3 hours to send out the cancellation notices, take over 20 calls, and explain and apologize to each person. When I left the study, Gloria and Oliver were gone. I thought about calling Gloria to ask where she went, but noticed a notification of a new post from Oliver on social media. I wasn't interested, but my gut told me it was about Gloria, so I clicked on it. Oliver simply wrote, "Even across mountains and seas, I look back, and you're still there." The picture was a shadow of him and Gloria, making a heart with their hands. It was such a childish move, not something 28-year-old Gloria would do. But she did it because Oliver was by her side. I decided not to call her. Instead, I went out for my favorite shrimp noodles and treated myself to some bubble tea. Reuniting with the man she loved and knowing he was going to marry someone else had to be hard for her. I didn't want to get in the way. She didn't come home that night. The next morning, she called and asked me to go to Oliver and Wendy's wedding with her. I didn't want to go. I wasn't close with Oliver or Wendy, and Wendy and I had some history. Plus, they didn't invite me. Gloria was insistent, almost forceful. We've been together for years. It wasn't exactly lovey-dovey, but we got along well and respected each other. She never pushed me about anything other than Oliver. I had a feeling something was up. Turns out, Oliver had asked her to bring me. Since it was Oliver's wish, My own feelings weren't a concern for her. I felt the annoyance build up but quickly let it go. Before I could speak, she urged me again. Eric, today is Oliver's wedding. Can you just… I cut her off. Fine, I'll go. I'll go, so stop calling me unreasonable. Seriously, I've never been unreasonable. I predicted I'd be the butt of the joke today. As we arrived at the hotel, I told Gloria. She frowned slightly, but I quickly stopped her from speaking. I know you'll tell me to chill. I know. I'll try to keep my cool and not do anything too stupid at the wedding. So Gloria, just today, don't stand against me. Eric, She was about to say something when Oliver, in his suit, came over and looped an arm around hers, grinning. Gloria, you made it. Even though we came together, he acted like he didn't see me. But what I did notice right away was his jade necklace. It was something the system had me create as a present, a design Gloria and I sketched together and she crafted. We planned to wear it at our wedding. Yet she gave it to Oliver. I felt anger rise, then fade, thanks to the system stabilizing my emotions. I took a deep breath, feeling calmer, and mentally thanked the system. There's no need for this. I'm fine. After all, giving my things to Oliver wasn't new. I was used to it. At my birthday party, Oliver liked the bracelet the system gave me, and she handed it over to him without asking. When I tried to take it back, she stood in front of Oliver, unhappy with me. It's just a bracelet. I can buy you a better one. Don't compete with Oliver over it. I argued, it's mine. He's the one taking it from me. Then Oliver, teary-eyed, returned it. I don't want it if it's causing a fight. You shouldn't argue because of me. I laughed at his logic. You had no right to it in the first place. Why are you upset? Again, Gloria blamed me. Oliver already gave it back. Do you have to be so pushy? Who's really being pushy here? Later, because Oliver liked strawberries, she gave him all the strawberries from my birthday cake. That's when I started questioning why I liked this woman in the first place. Her once appreciated qualities suddenly seemed blurry. We weren't together then, and her favoring the main guy wasn't my place to critique. Now, as my fiancé, giving something with special meaning to Oliver didn't sit right, even if I could overlook it. But for the mission, I endured. I'm here to help her, not love her. I've long lost interest in earning her love. Sometimes I can't help but wonder, why am I saving someone like this? Perhaps some characters are only admirable from a distance. Getting too close, learning too much only leads to disappointment. Gloria didn't notice my mood change. With Oliver around, he was all she saw. What was that gaze? Mixed with shock, yearning laced with pain. I wanted to tell her that staring at another woman's groom like that wasn't right, but seeing her so entranced, I stayed silent. If it didn't concern the mission, it didn't concern me. She mumbled almost dreamily, Oliver, you… I walked away, not wanting to listen. The poetic praise and confessions in books feel nauseating when heard directly. And it's like she doesn't think of me at all. As my fiancé, looking at another guy in front of me, where does that leave me? I don't get jealous, but I don't want to be the pitying joke, either. But apparently I already am. From the moment I agreed to attend the wedding, I became a joke. I don't even know why Oliver wanted me here. He didn't invite me yesterday, ignored me just now, and knows how much Wendy dislikes me. But he got Gloria to bring me here in a way that made it look like I shamelessly insisted on coming. It would be more bearable if Gloria stood by my side, making me seem less out of place, less embarrassing. But oh well, no use regretting now. Bring it on, let the storm hit harder. I'm fine on my own, just a bit irritated. Those around me whisper and point. Their words are loud enough for everyone to hear. So ironic. How does he even dare to show his face? If I had a wedding canceled like that, I'd disappear to a place no one knows me. Eyes filled with ridicule openly scan me, as if worried I might miss their stares. Can you even compare yourself to him? His face is much thicker than the rest of us. Back in the day, Gloria left him alone at the engagement party. Most people would be too ashamed to show their face again, but not him. He shamelessly completed the engagement party on his own, even sang a song for everyone. Quite a brown-noser, right? Too bad Gloria never liked him. They seemed to know everything. 3 years ago, the day Gloria and I got engaged, Oliver left the country. He came to say goodbye to Gloria at the party but ran off without a word. Gloria, worried he'd do something foolish, chased after him. As for me, staying at the engagement party alone, how absurd. The ceremony was almost over. Guests were ready to eat. One main character had left. Should I have abandoned the guests too? Isn't it basic etiquette not to leave guests hanging? And what's wrong with singing? Did they forget my day job? I'm in the music business. My record label is one of the biggest. Some people spoke up for me, though. You're being too much. Doesn't Gloria have issues too? Why propose if she didn't like him? She decided to marry and then backed out. That's her fault. Why mock the man who got rejected? Could any of you be as strong as Eric if this happened to you? One day, if you find yourselves in a similar situation, would you want people to ridicule you? The whispers retreated, people trying not to lose face. If we were in that situation, we wouldn't make a fool of ourselves. We'd never do what he did. I smiled gratefully at the guy standing up for me and thanked him. Then I turned to the gossipers. Even if you wanted to, you'd need the ability. I may be shameless, but I get what I want. Can you? Maybe try a little baby step first? You? Yeah, what about it? If you think all it takes is a few whispers to make me go away crying, think again. I'll just make sure when you try to break into the entertainment industry, I'll block you every step of the way. You. I shrugged with a grin. What can I say? I'm shameless like that. Some even started crying, those who were about to break into the industry, while others scrambled to comfort them, leaving me be for a while. After they settled down a bit, I chuckled. Just messing with you guys. The moment I said it, I heard a familiar voice from behind me. Look who it is. Isn't it the famous musician? What are you doing here instead of planning your own wedding? I didn't need to turn around to know it was Wendy, today's bride. She walked over, eyeing me up and down, gloating. Oh right, your wedding got canceled. You wouldn't come ruin mine, would you? You're so good at ruining things for others, after all. She's someone with a mean streak, someone I once crossed back in college. She's hated me ever since. Before I made a name for myself, she often tried to mess with me. If not for some lucky breaks, I might not even be here. As I grew in stature, opened my own company, and gained some social clout, I paid her back in kind and more. She stopped messing with me, but her tongue never did. It's just me she doesn't spare. Calculating briefly, Wendy is with Oliver. Oliver loves Gloria. Upsetting Wendy might upset Oliver. If Oliver's upset, Gloria will be too, possibly jeopardizing my hard-earned progress. So I'll let this slide. I smiled and gave her a gift-wrapped box. Wendy, don't worry. I'm just here to pass on my blessings. Wishing you and Oliver a lifetime of happiness. She skeptically took the box, tore it open. To her surprise, inside was a brooch adorned with the eye of the demon, the most expensive emerald of the last decade. Designed by Gloria, it's a one-of-a-kind piece. It matched the necklace around her neck. They were a set. One given away, no point keeping the other. So, I asked for it to be brought over. Even she, someone as confident as Wendy, was stunned by my generosity. Are you sure you want to give this to me? Are you out of your mind? I assured her. Seriously, no poison. It's yours now. That's when Gloria arrived, her face draining of color seeing the brooch. She looked at me, about to say something when Oliver appeared. The necklace around my neck shimmered as it caught the light, reflecting off the brooch in Wendy's hand. Gloria, the MC, had said, when we get to the banquet hall, be a knight. Take Wendy's hand like she's a princess, and lead her over to me. I wasn't interested in their wedding agenda. Didn't want to be involved either. I'd given the gift, so I figured I'd just wait to enjoy the meal. With a polite smile, I turned away, found a corner to sit in, and started thinking about what happens after this whole task is over. The system said Oliver no longer affects Gloria's fate. Gloria still loves Oliver, so our engagement seems unnecessary now. Once Oliver and Wendy's wedding wraps up, I should probably talk to Gloria and discuss going our separate ways. Come to think of it, I've been by her side for 15 years now. After we part, she can keep being that devoted second lead, silently supporting Oliver as his strongest ally. That's her favorite place, her happiest spot. As for me, I can finally go home. I think once I'm back, I won't read this novel again. Probably won't feel the same fondness or pity for Gloria that I did before. As a reader, and even when I first came into this world, I genuinely felt sorry for Gloria and really liked her. I wanted to help her escape the storyline, to live her own life. I liked her the way she liked Oliver, fierce and sincere, giving without asking in return. It was my first time in a story, first time trying to save someone. I didn't know the right way, just followed what thousands of readers wanted. For her to live happily and healthily, never alone, getting what she wished for. I helped her as much as I could, even squared off with Wendy over it. That was during college. Back then, Gloria would consistently oppose me, standing firmly with Oliver as I fought to protect her. She'd insist, ease off, Oliver didn't do anything wrong. Don't take it out on him. It's my choice, it's not related to Oliver. Eric, Oliver's timid, stop bullying him. Through frustration and disappointment, I learned to help Gloria while steering clear of Oliver. That's why I only cussed out Oliver once in high school. After that, I realized in her mind, if it involved Oliver, I was automatically at fault. Later, Wendy misunderstood Gloria and Oliver's closeness. Wendy decided to give Gloria a lesson when Oliver couldn't clarify the situation. Wendy gathered a gang to confront Gloria in an abandoned building, threatening to harm her. When she was barely conscious from the beating, I ignored the system's warning and lunged at Wendy with a box cutter, forcing her to back off. Wendy didn't think I'd actually harm her, and she taunted, "Do it if you dare. Her hand is mine." I said, "All right, let's see your life for her hand." I dragged Wendy with me off the building. She fainted from fright, but I'd asked the system for ground cushioning below, just enough to scare but not kill. The gang saw I was serious and scattered. Afterward, I exposed Wendy's malicious deeds online, stirring enough buzz to get her expelled, temporarily disturbing her family's stocks. She was sent abroad by her folks. Honestly, I was scared too. The sensation of falling, the threats, and intimidation from Wendy's family haunted my dreams for days. Nightmares where I died horribly. Until the system measured my fear levels as high and used high-tech methods to clear my fears, only then was I relieved. Meanwhile, Oliver, sad about Wendy's departure, approached me in tears after realizing I got Wendy expelled. He begged me to retract the post that stirred up the rumors. I refused, and the next day Gloria came to me. She said, "Eric, what's done is done. Wendy's been punished. Don't dwell on it. Whatever happened, Oliver is innocent. You shouldn't let him suffer." Staring at her in disbelief, I asked, "Gloria, do you know what you're saying?" She sighed gently, speaking words that hurt deeply in the kindest voice. "Let it go. Apologize to Oliver and take down the post." Me apologize to Oliver? Why would I do that? Gloria, what? She cut me off, her voice firmer. "Eric, you shouldn't let personal grudges harm innocent people. It's just a change of school for Wendy. The real victim is Oliver, and it's your fault." What? If I hadn't intervened for her, what grudge would I even have against Wendy? Gloria, is this what you truly want? If it is, and I'm supposed to make you happy, then I'll do it as the one here to save you. But then, a constricting pain pulled at my heart, and breathing got tough. Tears flowed without control. The system called out my name over and over, urging me to calm down. That's when I blacked out. The system temporarily took over, saying that my sorrow had peaked to a critical level, and it had to manage my body for my well-being, clearing my excessive negative emotions. Just the thought of it deleting the post and making me apologize to Oliver made my blood boil. But it was done. I couldn't change it. The only consolation was seeing the task progress bar advance significantly. From then on, the system closely monitored my emotions. It would clear any negative feelings promptly, keeping me unusually stable afterwards. Later, Gloria confessed to me, saying she felt comfortable being with me. Then she proposed, wanting to be with me for life. To fulfill her wishes, I agreed to her confession and engagement, but by then my feelings for her had faded, and staying with her was solely about completing the task. Completing the task meant going home. I realized that the devoted, tragic second lead I once adored was gone. The Gloria now beside me, claiming to love me yet endlessly favoring Oliver. I grew to despise her. So I wished for the task to finish fast, no matter how absurd her requests, just so it would be done. Today, after everything, we need to talk. Gloria, as Oliver's special guest, told me before going on stage. I nodded. Good timing. I have something to tell you too. While she went on stage, my phone rang. It was Gloria's mom, a very gentle woman. She heard from a friend that I was coming to Oliver and Wendy's wedding and was worried I'd be mistreated. Sweetie, don't worry about too much. If you're unhappy, just come home. I dare anyone to say you're wrong. Her words warmed my heart. I smiled, thankful for her kindness. Don't worry, Auntie. Who would dare bully me? After some small talk, she suddenly brought up my wedding with Gloria. 3 days from now is a good day for a wedding. Why don't you and Gloria choose that day? I hesitated for a moment and decided to tell the truth. Auntie, Gloria and I probably won't get married. Behind me, I heard glass shattering. I turned around but saw nothing. Someone likely knocked over a glass. I comforted Gloria's mom for a while, explaining why we couldn't marry. After I hung up, back in the hall, Wendy was getting ready to toss her bouquet. I returned to my seat, not planning to join in the fun. Oliver brought me into the spotlight. Eric, aren't you going to try for the bouquet? I shook my head. I'll pass. Let it go to someone who needs it more. His eyes got teary, and he said with a choked voice, you really won't try because of me. Eric? The bride's bouquet means blessings. Do you hate us so much you won't even take our blessings? I felt morally cornered, but this wasn't the time for that. If that's what you think, I can't help it. Just as I finished speaking, someone grabbed my wrist with a cold touch. No need to look. It was Gloria. Here we go again, the devoted girl rushing to help the wrong guy. Why aren't you trying to catch the bouquet? She asked. I instantly got it. This was Oliver's wedding. I couldn't let him remember something unpleasant. Do I have to catch it? Gloria, is this really what you want? She stared into my eyes. Yes, I want you to try. I still missed the bouquet in the end. Standing on the left side closest to the stage, Oliver tossed it to the farthest right corner. I explained to Gloria, see? It's not that I didn't try, I just didn't catch it. For some reason, her face turned as pale as a ghost, filled with a despair that seemed hard to describe. The last time I saw this expression was when she found out Oliver had blocked her once he went abroad. But what's the reason now? I figured it out quickly. Maybe it's because Oliver was now married, and she'd no longer be needed. I figured I should comfort her. After all, my task progress was at 99. 99%, just 0. 1% left. Maybe a few comforting words could complete it. Thinking this, I patted her shoulder and said, don't be too sad. Since he's back, he probably won't leave again. You'll see each other often. Her eyes, once so lively, now looked dim, her voice filled with unbearable pain. Is that all you have to say? I shook my head. No, we'll talk more at home. This isn't the place. She suddenly let go and stepped back, flustered, saying she had other things to do and I should head back myself. Watching her stumbling away, I sighed slightly. Hey system, we've worked together for so long. Can't you just give me this 0? 1%. As soon as I finished speaking, I got a system notification. Host, your task is complete. Ah, just like that? Surprised, I asked, does this mean I can go home now? The system said yes. I was overjoyed and felt like jumping up. 15 years. I've been here for 15 whole years. Finally, I can go home. Excitedly, I walked outside the hotel. Just as I stepped out, someone fell in front of me, hitting the ground hard. Warm liquid splattered onto my face. Screams filled the air. Someone jumped. It was Gloria. Gloria was dead, and it happened suddenly. Her phone only had a text resembling a goodbye note. Even you gave up on me. I no longer have a reason to exist. Who this you is in her message, I couldn't tell. I can only say she was quite foolish. Oliver would never give up on her. There were many times he'd need her in the future. She just had to keep living. By dying, she cheapened my 15 years of redemption. The one consolation, Her decision didn't stop me from going home. Thinking this, I realized how cold I was. When did I stop caring about her fate? I found that I couldn't remember anymore. My love for her seemed to have been forgotten. I couldn't recall the Gloria I once loved. But this didn't stop me from thinking her death was suspicious. What a coincidence it happened after I completed my task. I couldn't help but think her death was related to my mission. So I asked the system. Unexpectedly, it gave me an answer. She died because she failed her task. Her task? I instantly got it. Was her task related to mine? The system confirmed it. Turns out Gloria and I were task partners. My mission was to change her fate, while hers was to keep my love. Clearly, she failed. I came to this world with love for her, but she shot it down time and time again until it was gone. If she'd known her life depended on my love, would things have been different? Whatever, it doesn't matter now. The system said, characters abandoned by readers have no reason to exist. As I was swallowed by the earth, I wasn't scared or regretful, just a little sorry. Felt like nobody in this world loved me. In my final moments, a strange electronic voice suddenly spoke, calling itself a system. It told me there are people who love me in another world. Their love gives me a chance at rebirth. The system said those who love me will help change my predestined fate. Cherish it. Not everyone gets such an opportunity. When I opened my eyes again, I was 13. A boy about my age came up to me, handing me a lollipop. You gave all your candy to Oliver, so I'll share mine with you. He's the one from that world, the one responsible for loving me. He's really good to me. How good, you ask? Only meticulous seems to describe it. The things I want, dream of, and desire, he makes them happen for me. The only downside? He doesn't like Oliver. Every time I try to help Oliver, he always finds a way to stop me. That makes me unhappy. Aren't you supposed to like me? Why can't you be nice to the guys I like? Oliver just fancied his uniquely shaped pen, and he started being mean. If you want something, you gotta give it, huh? This isn't the only pen in the world. You like it, buy one yourself. Where's the nerve to just ask for it like that? He directly made Oliver cry. When I asked him to apologize to Oliver, for the first time, those loving eyes showed something other than affection. Apologize to him? Are you serious? You made him cry. Isn't an apology appropriate? He scoffed. Because it's Oliver, right? So right and wrong don't matter? Oliver's so gentle, so innocent. How could he be wrong? Isn't it your words that were harsh? And, aren't you supposed to like me? Why won't you listen to me? Just apologize. He suddenly laughed. Man, this is ridiculous, Gloria. How could I like someone like you? He left without finishing his sentence. Watching his determined back, an inexplicable fear washed over me, like something was slipping away. Afterward, he never showed up again. But the system did. It said, what a pity, he's given up on saving you. Your destiny hasn't changed, so your chance at rebirth ends here. Confused, I asked, what do you mean? The system didn't explain. It just said, don't worry. The world you're in has been activated. As long as someone wants to save you, you can still have another chance at rebirth. Just make sure not to waste someone's genuine care again. If no one loves you in that world, your existence is meaningless. You would then. The system didn't finish, it sent me back into the abyss. I don't know how long it was before I was reborn again, because someone new came to save me. Yet, he gave up even sooner than the last guy. He cursed me on his way out. Gloria, you're such a big fool. Just go die. Over and over again. I kept dying and coming back to life. Those who said they loved me didn't stick around for long. Their initial passion faded fast. What kind of love is that? If you love me, shouldn't you prove it with actions? What do you mean by just by knowing you, anyone would see you're not worth loving? Gloria, you don't deserve so many people liking you. Isn't it that their affection is too shallow? Saying they love me, what do they really love? If they can't even accept the real me, can that be called love? Even the system, always so businesslike with its flat tone, sounded colder. I could even sense sarcasm and disdain in its electronic voice. Sorry to tell you, there aren't many people left in that world who love you. When the last person's love for you hits zero, that's when you'll be erased. I was stunned. What a joke. Why should my life depend on a bunch of strangers' shaky love? The system chuckled. My apologies. Garnering their love is your reason to exist. What you don't get is, if you're worth it, their love would be stable. Instead of blaming others, maybe reflect on yourself. See if there's something wrong with you. Starting today, the game rules have changed. You will be the one chasing after them, meaning your task is to maintain the Savior's love for you. As long as they love you, you'll keep living. Otherwise, you'll die. By the way, the number of people who love you is decreasing rapidly. If you fail this time, you'll be erased for good. What a joke. How did it come to this? The system replied, you must know you should have died already. It's their love that saved you. Then Eric came along. At first, he didn't seem any different from the others. His eyes practically overflowed with affection for me. But he was different in some ways. 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years passed, and he never gave up on me. He's assertive, reads situations well, and is flexible. Things previous saviors wouldn't do. If I said I wanted it, he'd do it. Like giving Oliver lots of his stuff. Like apologizing to Oliver even when he wasn't wrong. Like when I sided with Oliver against him over and over, blaming, reprimanding, pressuring him, yet he never planned to abandon me. He seemed to truly love me. And he did, willing to offend Wendy, that famously arrogant rich girl, for my sake. Like a general, he broke through enemy lines to rescue me. To keep Wendy from bothering me, he stirred up public opinion, forced Wendy to drop out, and she ended up studying abroad. I saw him get threatened by Wendy's family more than once. They even threw dog blood and dead animals where he lived. He never gave in. I really want to know, how far would he go for me? Doesn't he love me? Prove it. Show me how much you really love me. That group of people is shameless. When they saw Eric wouldn't back down, they turned to Oliver. They told Oliver if he helped Wendy's family with this issue, they'd stop opposing him being with Wendy and even pay for him to go abroad. Oliver, what could he do? Cry, and that's about it. Sure enough, Eric turned him down right away, and Oliver could only come crying to me. See, only I can solve your problems. I'll love you unconditionally, unlike Wendy. She'll just keep hurting you. So look at me, Oliver. I never thought Eric would cry, but he did. He looked at me in disbelief, tears streaming down his face, sobbing so hard he almost fainted. Still, he agreed to what I wanted because it's what I hoped for. Turns out, as long as I say it's what I want, he'll listen to me. After that, Eric seemed to change, but I couldn't quite put my finger on how. He still didn't leave me, still wouldn't refuse my requests. Guess he really does love me. I think I might be starting to like him a little, mostly because I've gotten used to him being around. With him, everything goes smoothly for me. So I confessed my feelings to him and even proposed. The longer I am with him, the more I like him. I can't seem to be without him, or rather, I don't want to. He's handsome, capable, makes money, isn't clingy, doesn't get jealous, doesn't throw fits, doesn't fight with me, doesn't control me, and definitely wouldn't leave me just because of Oliver. He's like the perfect boyfriend. If it's him, I'd stay with him forever. Oliver isn't going to say yes to being with me anyway. We've been together for 15 years now, and we're getting married soon. Honestly, I'm a bit excited. I never thought I'd have my own family one day, and the best part is marrying a perfect guy. But then Oliver showed up the day before my wedding, inviting me to his and Wendy's wedding. Are you kidding? I'm getting married tomorrow. No way am I saying yes to such a ridiculous request. What I didn't expect was Eric agreeing to it. I didn't know how to react at first. Then it hit me. Maybe because I never refused Oliver before, Eric thought I'd want to go. So he really loves me, right? I don't know why, but when he calmly talked about canceling the wedding, I felt this gripping fear. It's okay, I tell myself. He's only doing it because he loves me so much. Seeing how long it's been since I've seen Oliver, he probably thinks we have a lot to catch up on, giving us space. Oliver wanted to see my work when he learned I became a renowned designer, so I showed him an emerald necklace Eric and I designed together. The necklace and matching brooch were made from a single emerald. The necklace was mine, and the brooch was Eric's, meant to wear at our wedding. Oliver loved the brooch and asked if he could have it. I refused. These were only for Eric and me. I knew Oliver was disappointed, but I told him I'd give him something else. What I didn't expect was Oliver stealing the brooch. When I saw it around Wendy's neck, I wanted to snatch it back right there. But it was their wedding, and he was being all sweet, saying Wendy would only wear it for the day and return it. Should be fine, right? Eric won't care. He loves me too much to care. I heard people making fun of him, but those people are annoying. Eric can handle it. He's always been strong. What I never saw coming was Eric giving away the matching brooch to Wendy and telling my mom he wasn't going to marry me. He said he'd be leaving soon. No way, even he's giving up on me? No, that can't happen. Marriage, yes, that's it. Once we're married, he's mine, and he can't leave me. They say catching the bouquet means you'll be the next to marry. As long as nothing unexpected happens, he'll be happy and safe forever. Go catch it, Eric, then we can get married. He agreed, but he missed it. It's all Oliver's fault, throwing it so far. He promised he'd hand it directly to Eric. I watched Eric smile, reassuring me, saying I could see Oliver more often now. Who said I want to see him? This meeting made me realize I don't want to see him at all. What I want is, seeing Eric's indifferent eyes, I suddenly felt a deep fear. It's like something silently disappeared without me noticing. A system reminder popped up and told me. It was his love for me that vanished. I've never been so scared. Eric doesn't love me anymore, and he's leaving. The despair of it all is crushing. What a pity, he was the last person in the world to love you, but you couldn't keep his love. A character abandoned by readers has no reason to exist. Termination countdown begins. No, please, one more chance. 3, 2, 1. No, I thought I saw Eric. He looked down on me, expressionless, looking at my body. Those eyes, once filled with love, were empty. In my last moment, he seemed to smile. Sure enough, someone like this doesn't deserve love. Then, he disappeared right in front of me. All I ever wanted was for the Eric who loved me to stay by my side forever.